Welcome to TalkLyticalTV. I'm your host, Lytical J, and I'm back with another logical perspective. Hey, welcome back. Today I'm doing a little something. I think I'm doing a little something different, trying to do a little something different. I'm gonna call this like open discussion. We're gonna have like a discussion about all the different things that are going on within the Ynw Melly's case, the many changes that are about to come, all of the things that we can anticipate. We can discuss a little bit about all of these motions and these affidavits and these depositions, and just kind of tie them together and just kind of speed y'all up to the way how I understand it, kind of see how y'all understand it. We're just gonna put that all together. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the speedy trial part of the whole case. All right, so I hope you guys follow me. I'm gonna try to break it down as best as possible. All right, so in general, a speedy trial limit would be 175 days without a written demand to the courts, and 50 days with a written demand to the courts. In this case, there was a written demand giving Melly the 50-day grace period. So let's break it down. We're going to look at some dates, also look at the games the courts play, all right? So May 26, a speedy trial motion was filed by Melly attorney. So point 1 from the document that's up on the screen, as you can see, when you file a speedy trial motion, no later than 5 days from the date that you filed the said motion, the court has to set a calendar call. So from the date May 26th, the court had 5 days to set a calendar call to acknowledge the motion, to acknowledge that it was filed properly, and to set a trial date. Initially, that calendar call was set to May 31st. That's 3 days before the 5-day grace period allowed. It was canceled and a reset date was given for June 8th. June 8th comes and the calendar call hearing on the said speedy trial motion, it went through. Everything went through with that motion. At that point, coming up to point 2 of the motion that we're looking at, no less than 5 days, no more than 50 days to set trial date from calendar call date. So from June 8th, that 50-day grace period would have started that day. Now, when going forward, we wouldn't be counting Saturday and Sundays. Those are not official court days and or holidays. So at that point, a trial date of July 11th was set. So as of July 12th today, 23 days fell off, leaving 27 days out of said 50 days. Now, point 3, the court fulfilled point 1 through point 3. Point 4 just tightens up point 1 through 3. Now, on said 50 day doesn't end at the date that they set for trial. Initially, it's supposed to be 7/11. That was yesterday. Of course, we know no trial happened. So the cap would originally be around September 16th, 17th-ish. Remember, we're not counting Saturday and Sundays. Now, if September 16th, 17th-ish, that would mark the 50-day. If that time comes around and he's not brought to trial by that deadline, then he could possibly be released. Now, let's tie all of this back in. Y'all might be lost or whatever because I might have lost myself too. But I know what the fuck is going on now. The death penalty being removed from the case on July 6th, right? They went ahead, as we can see, that the judge went ahead and went with Melly's defense and took the death penalty off of the case, right? So 5 days from the set trial date of July 11th, remember that The date came about because of the speedy trial demand motion. Remember, that's the only reason why they just kind of threw that date out. Now, again, today being July 12th, we are 27 days in out of the 50 days of the speedy trial clock ticking. We now have the prosecutors asking to reverse the order to remove the death penalty from the case. Not only that, they are asking the judge to toll the speedy trial motion, meaning they want the judge to stop the time running on the speedy trial motion clock. So 23 days run off, that time leaving 27 days. Within 27 days now, from today, July 12th, 27 days time, the judge would have to decide if he would reverse the order to drop the death penalty from the case or put it back on. Now, based on the facts, the prosecutors are saying now they did not have to file a new notice of intent to seek the death penalty, and that they filed it with the first indictment and didn't need to do so for the second indictment. I have a video covering that. I'll link it down below. Now, if the judge knew this to be a fact, why did he remove the death penalty? Unless the judge is not paying attention, child, I wouldn't put it past him. You know, humans make mistakes every day. Though this ain't the time or situation to make a mistake with. But okay, let's play into current. Currently, the death penalty is off the table. They already have the jury picked, but not just any jury, one specifically picked for a death penalty case. If the death penalty isn't on the table anymore, well, guess what? Back to jury selection, because now they would need a regular jury because the death penalty is no longer on the table. And I don't think they'll be able to pick a whole new jury by September 17th. But what do I know? Yeah, but the prosecutors are saying asking the judge to toll or pause the speedy trial time because they know they need it to try to get the death penalty back on the table. Now, if the judge does decide he will pause the speedy trial time from running, which he can if the prosecutors show good cause and they have a motion pending as we speak. Now, Melly's attorneys indicate that they are ready to rebuke said motion. Now, I am not saying the judge will reverse the ruling to drop the death penalty off the case, but just like he heard Melly's attorneys and agreed with the argument to that particular motion, it's the same way the prosecutors can come back and convince the judge to reverse it. Nonetheless, if the order stays to keep it off of the table and the speedy clock is paused, trial will be pushed back like a highly anticipated album. I'm telling y'all. Now, that's my sum up to catch y'all up to speed. Let me know what your presumptions, on all we discussed today. I wouldn't be surprised if Melly walked on a bunch of technicalities as opposed to a jury finding him guilty. Jump down in my comments and let me know how y'all feel about this one. That concluded the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. Bye.